Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw now on 1st down. On the screen, this is Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two. Plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Quick slant to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lining up for the point.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Number 84.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what touchdown Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Indy. 68 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
Jonathan Taylor.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Jeffrey Simmons on the
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Second down. Here's Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
It's the score, Colts 14, Titans 7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that he's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Forrest Buckner brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Gotta get the point. Get on the point right
here. And his throw is incomplete.
The pass.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eason on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw on third down, Eason got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun is Eason. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they work this out past the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Malik Hooker.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Colts.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Paris Campbell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
It is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
It's now 2nd and goal.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 84. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 8. Eason sets to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Indianapolis.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That's to McCaffrey, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Skirts by at the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Eason. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
To number 84.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. Desmond King on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Titans' 37-yard
to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Eason off the play fake. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Oh, these strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Open man is born, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back now in Nashville, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was
officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down, Colts.
On the draw is Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Eason. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A loss of a yard.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And taken right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brett.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they knew what I was.